Good morning. It's Bobby Dupre with the Bobby Dupre Show, presented to you each Thursday morning at 7 a.m. And of course, many of you are watching it on your cable system. Many of you are watching it on your computers around the world. And of course, many of you are watching it locally on just a regular antenna.
Even rabbit ears, you can catch it.
You can catch it locally. And radio, we're in our 35th year of doing the Bobby Dupre Show, KSLO. 12:30 a.m. on your dial, and of course now it's sister company 105.3. So we're reaching out way up into Avoyelles, Rapides, Point Capee, and the northern part of St. Landry.
And all the way down to Morgan City and almost to New Orleans on the other end.
On television. Yep. So we try and bring you some good news. People ask me when somebody in the crowd talks about the Bobby Dupre Show and I discuss, and they'll ask me, well, what do y'all talk about? We try to talk just about good things. A lot of it is about where we've been. We take pictures. We have a picture of a brand new baby. Would that be the first one?
That's a fresh one there.
That's a brand new one. This was sent to me by my daughter Megan, and that's would be her little that's her first cousin's baby. So that would be what, her little second cousin?
Second cousin.
Alexander James Dugas. And of course, Ryan Dugas, one of my favorite little cousins by way of marriage.
Wow, I didn't realize he was old enough to have babies.
and his wife, Carrie. Megan and Ginger, I talked to Ginger yesterday. I moved some furniture, and we're going to show a picture later of a young girl that was taking treatments at the Cerebral Palsy Clinic, and she recognized Santa Claus. So we'll get to that later. But anyhow, we're very, very happy to say that this is a healthy baby. And I know Ryan well, been knowing him for years since he was a young kid. He's got to be very proud, and I'm proud for you. And we're going to do some more pictures. Let's get a couple of
we can do sponsors if you like.
Before we forget, because they're the ones that pay for this.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's start with Mr. Benny. If you want to do that, we can start with Benny's Supermarket right here in Opelousas, Louisiana. All your grocery needs right here. Of course, they just had the big anniversary. 35 years that they've been open right here in the middle of Opelousas. If you want to go by Benny's, they've got everything from the produce department, which always wins best of the best. They've got the meat department with stuffed meats. They've got all kind of different ways it's already prepared for you, make it easy for you to cook. They've got the deli open 7 days a week that does catering as well. And that's catering from anything if you just want to pick up something to bring to your tailgate party, up to having the white coats and have them out there serving at your wedding or banquet or whatever else you have. Benny Supermarket here. And Little Benny Sports Shack, nutritional supplemental needs, football season starting. So all those little athletes in your family want to take those different nutritional supplements to get better. And Miss Mary's gift shop as well for all the gifts you're going to need right now with school back in.
You bet. One more.
How about?
Want to get to Washington State Bank?
We can do Washington State Bank. We got Miss Sue Brignac. So she's she's a brand new person appointed to the American Bankers Association, America's Community Bankers Council. So we want to congratulate her for being on that. She's one of the few lady presidents of banks here in Louisiana. And you and I were talking the other day again. I think it's the oldest bank in Louisiana. If it's not the oldest, it's right in the top. Yes, right. So Washington State Bank, all your needs, and don't forget that history, that stability. Right now with some of the banking things and finance things you see on TV. What you keep seeing is that the local community banks are the ones that rate the highest and the best place and safest place to do your business with. But the Washington State Bank, just because they're old and safe, doesn't mean they're not high-tech and cutting edge. 24/7 banking, online paying of your bills. You can pay everything online, see the front and backs of your checks online. They do all that for you with locations throughout St. Landry Parish. Washington State Bank. Go ahead now. Now you can talk.
Okay. Let's take another couple of pictures.
You got this one. This is from the Invercarl
Lodge.
Lodge.
To all our friends out there, in particular over in Colorado, There's a group that's at the Invercargill Lodge. They stayed on. They got there a little late. They stayed on, and they're going to be there for approximately a week. And we'll show some pictures, and I'll point that's to me, that's just as pretty of the part of the place as you have.
Sort of the patio area.
Patio area, that's exactly right.
And this is owned by your nephew?
Cornelius, better known as Corny Dupre, and his wife Celia. And
what do they call that area of Colorado? What's that?
Sulphurous Mountain. Sulphurous Mountain.
Okay.
And that's part of our family there. That would be Anthony on the left, Wilder, Cody, Bobby, and Lanella. I was, when she was introduced to me, I understood it as Ranella, and I keep calling her Ranella, but it's Lanella. And she's from Plocherville, of Orleans Parish. That's right. It's a little bitty world. And here's Wilder and Jean Dupre. That's Normally and John's daughter.
She and I graduated high school together.
And Anthony was the young man I mentioned.
Husband.
That's her husband.
A doctor over at, I guess,
Houston.
Rice University,
Houston.
that area?
Yes. And there they are right there, talking about them, Anthony and John. And there's Lanella and John and Mitzi on the right, my little cousin. And we are visiting
Brother Cody.
Brother Cody. On Friday night they had a white table dinner for about 26, 28 people. Beautiful time, the weather. Not sure if that's Pierre or not. I'm not. And
it's a pretty place inside.
Oh, inside it's gorgeous, but very livable. Now, this is a local Lafayette person in the blue shirt here on the right, Richard Broussard, I said, right? Yeah,
I think so.
Richard. Yeah, in fact, his daddy is Mr. Charles Broussard with the Flying J Ranch just outside of Kaplan, Louisiana. I met Mr. Charles politically back in the Edwards days, and especially during the John Brough era.
It's Edwards days again, right?
Yeah.
He's back. He's back.
And that's Richard's wife with the dark hair looking this way, and the other person in the picture there is Celia. But we got some more pictures of Celia. That's the family. That's the Friday night before the party. Nobody dresses up real fancy or nothing, just casual.
Simone Dupre on the
Simone
left.
on the
John's
left.
daughter.
John's daughter, and Anthony and John. And then on the right is Miss Linda Lemoyne. You know the Lemoyne company, the contractors. That's her brother's farm. Well, her daddy actually started a company years ago in Avoyelles, and then they moved it. And today, I think it's possibly just Lenny that owns the company. And
with the
waterfalls,
the
mountains in the back, and look at
that bronze of a big deer and the doe.
Yep, just everything. Here's Trent. He dates Angèle, which is Cornelius's daughter by his first wife, Vicky.
So he got an iPad, huh?
And he's got an iPad, and they control everything inside of that big, huge
We're gonna get
castle.
you an iPad. You need an iPad.
I think so. I'll get to look at it anyhow.
If you can work an iPhone, you work an iPad.
And that's the three sisters, Andre, Simone, and John. Oh, that's cute. That's the best one. And by the way, I want to mention here. There's a lot more pictures you can see on the
hundreds
on the
photo gallery.
We're just going to show a few, but just look at that view. I mean, I don't care where you sitting in this place or which room you sleeping in. Again, that's Wilder and Kathy. And finally, we got the owner of the place, Corny, and his three sisters. And good pictures, good. I didn't see her that time. And I can't think of her name. It's at the end of my tongue. Yeah, after we finish.
Miss Vicky?
And
you?
Yep. Vicky doesn't get to be in too many because I have her take.
She's the photographer.
That's right. And they cutting up, and we're giving a toast, and it was in honor of his father, John, who couldn't be with us. John is under the weather, but doing well in Lafayette. And this guy right here, He has worked at several five-star restaurants. His name is David, and just an all-around. He doesn't just wear this white coat. When he's not cooking big meals, he's fixing breakfast, he's fixing hors d'oeuvres, he's driving us here, driving us there. I mean, David, we love you, and you're gonna make the place famous by the service that you provide.
And
the young man that was helping the Friday night party. And this gentleman here lives right near them, but I don't know his name.
One of the neighbors.
One of the neighbors. And look at here, Vicky and Bobby. And this is the sweetest lady right here, and I can't think of it. That's her husband right here. They some of Corny's neighbors. And of course, that's Corny and his mother, Norma Lee, do pray. And my brother Cody. And that lady that I can't think of the name, and Mitzi takes a great picture.
And they opened up the fireplace?
Yeah, they wanted to light a fire, and the flue was kind of closed, so they were working on that. And we cutting up here and there.
You're riding four-wheelers?
Yeah, he's got about a half a dozen four-wheelers there in two different places.
Look at that cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
let me tell you, Colorado is Western. I mean, there's a Lanella again. And
you're playing polo? What is that?
Polo cross, they call it.
Polo cross.
Yes. And they went to the polo cross game. I was tired.
Look, somebody got tired.
Yeah, that was Saturday afternoon. I was beat.
Taking a nap.
We stayed up late. This gives you a little view. We're trying to get a picture of all of the place. This is just the
He spent a lot of time in Scotland, so a lot of this is all geared after some of the properties in Scotland.
Exactly. He almost bought a place in Scotland, and his friends and family said, "Why don't you build your castle wherever you want it in the U.S. and we'll all get to go visit it."
It looked like you're pouring some ice water.
Yeah, I'm pouring red ice water.
Red ice water, kind of brownish.
And what this is to serve. That's a bar, little small bar area there. That's to serve the people that are in the courtyard.
KSLO will see you in 3 minutes.
And
look how pretty the mountains.
Oh no, it's
picturesque.
Everything is a picturesque. And we'll stop here and we'll talk about a few other things.
All right.
We'll come back with some more pictures if I'm not mistaken.
We got plenty.
And this is the band that was being taped last Wednesday night at Casse Ole, one of our good sponsors here.
And how about 2 or 3 notes here? We got DeltaGrandTheater.com. If you go to DeltaGrandTheater.com, you know, our parish government bought the old Delta Theater, and they're putting a new website together. If you want to be on the mailing list of all the events going on, we got a nice note from Miss Tammy Lamani, who helps run it for the parish government. Send in your email and information. They'll email you all the different theater events, band events, entertainment events going on. And also, if you want to donate a little bit of your time to help, you know, some of the community theater stuff and some of the things going on to help parish government, maybe you want to help and participate. So send them an email.
Tam is doing a very good job.
She is really, really good. And also got a nice note. You're talking earlier about people watching the show on the internet. I got a note from Mr. Larry Langlanay from Orange Beach, Alabama. Of course, he's in New Iberia normally, but he was in Orange Beach and watched the show on Saturday on his computer on the internet and just talked about how much he enjoyed watching the show. So I teased him. I sent him an email right back. I said, well, I was in Orange Beach at 5 o'clock Mass. I didn't see you. Boy, he replied back, you sure about that? I went to 10 o'clock Mass, but I was at Orange Beach. When he sent the email, it was so funny. I was there at the same time, right across the street. The church I went to was right across the street from where he was staying. And so it was kind of funny. I saw him. I got an email from him, but I saw Keith Hebert there. I saw some friends from St. Martinville. Big group from Opelousas. They had 25 regular parishioners at their Mass, and they had 600 visitors at the church. So just to show you how many people are out and about, all Louisiana people. And Larry, want to wish you a happy anniversary, because you and your wife Glenda will be 43 years today, August 11th.
She must be a good lady to put up with that character.
Yeah, you got to be a hard man to deal with. Writes nice emails.
Congratulations.
The emails are easy. So congratulations. Thank you all for the email again.
And I still haven't had that invite into Gordon's beautiful
We're going to go to
home
Clementine's and
downtown.
have a drink, and we'll walk next door. You just line it up for us, Larry. We need your help to get in there. We also got a nice note about this thing here. Now, this is going to be something we all got to concentrate on. US 190 right now. The